Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here in LA checking out our hotel. We're gonna head over to Union Station and hop on the train. We're gonna go across the country and up this time. We're gonna end up in Maine. We are super excited about exploring Maine, so hopefully you guys will be joining us for this whole journey. It'll be 7 days. We're gonna be on 4 trains, and it is going to be 3,732 miles. Our journey begins at night as we board the train near bedtime, so our beds are already made for us. We hop into bed and we are ready to leave California. We will start our journey on day 2 as we wake up for our first fresh air break in Arizona. Now, the Sunset Limited is the oldest continuously running named train in the U.S. It has been running since 1894. It crosses the Continental Divide, the Rio Grande, as well as the Mississippi River. There are many sights to see along the way, but our first stop is in Tucson, Arizona for our fresh air break. Okay, we stopped for our first fresh air break. We are here in Tucson, Arizona. You can see the train here behind me. We haven't had breakfast yet. Head to breakfast after we get our legs stretched out here in Tucson, Arizona. The Sunset Limited has traditional dining, so we are excited to order our favorite breakfast. The railroad French toast with a side of bacon is my favorite. It is served with fresh fruit on top as well as whipped cream. It is always a tasty treat, and it has yet to let me down. Now, Rob's choice, he chooses the scrambled eggs, sausage, potatoes, and a croissant. We sit and enjoy the views of the desert in Arizona as we eat our breakfast. Now we're going to show you guys around the train, starting with our room. All right, guys, let me give you a little room tour here before I head to dinner. Let's start actually with the top. We usually start with my bed down below. I'm going to show you what Rob's penthouse is all about. So this is what it looks like here. So look at the space you've got here. So, I mean, that's a little bit more than a hand's length there. So it's a, fairly tight space. And the same thing here. And also note the curve. This actually curves here. So it does kind of take away from the amount of space. And you've got, right now we're just storing the pillows up here because we don't need them, and the blankets. And then this mattress, this is actually the mattress for my bed downstairs. During the day, it's stored up here. So this is what it's like up here. And I actually usually let Rob have this one, and he uses it up here because this mattress is not really that thick. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker on the updated ones like this one, but it's still not thick enough. So I usually give him this one because I don't really need it, because the seats down below are pretty thick. I'll show you those in just a minute. So this is what it looks like here. That's the length of it there. And then you've got this little netting here, which you could put some things in. And then there's also a little baggie here. And Rob usually will put his glasses in there and snacks, water, and the same thing within here, so that he's got some place to store his things. There's also coat hooks here, and then 2 more, one here and one there. And this is actually a closet right here next to me. I'm going to open that up. As you can see, there's a couple of hangers here, some hand towels and washcloths for the shower down below, and the regular towels are downstairs at the shower. And then there's an extra blanket in here as well. So that's pretty much the upstairs area. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to show you my area here down below. Let's see if I can get that up there without making a ruckus. Here we go. Okay, got it up there. Yay. So, all right, so let's take a look at this area down below. Let's look at this first seat. So this is actually the seat that Rob is sitting in right now. He's facing away from the direction of travel, and you can see it's the new upholstered seats. Look at how nice these are. It's nice and cushiony, as you can see right here. Got a nice cushion. This is nice and cushioned. This is how come I give up my mattress for Rob, because this is nice cushion seat. It's very comfortable, actually. You can see that. Very comfortable to lay on, so I'm good without the mattress that they give me. This actually has space underneath. Rob's got his bag down here. And this is actually, the room attendant will make up the bed. We'll lift this while pushing that, slide it out, and it does that on both sides. And that's how it turns into the bed. You got an armrest here, just enough room for a small backpack. And then there's also a little trash can down here, which you'd be surprised how much trash you come up with in your room while you're in here. So that is that side. And then over here, you've got your one outlet that's in the room. Why we highly recommend the adapter that we carry with us, so you could charge 5 things at once, and it is not an electrical hazard or fire hazard at all. So you can do that. We've got a link for that down in the description. Put that here. You can charge multiple things. This is the only outlet in this room. You've got the temperature control here. We've got it turned all the way to cooler. It does get a little bit cooler, but really it's not like gonna turn, you know, your room into like a freezer or anything. You can always turn it to normal or turn it to warmer if you prefer. This is just a little light right here, a reading light that you can use. So that's quite nice. Like I said, this is a really comfortable seat, nice and big, and plenty of space. You've got the curtain that you can pull across, and then they Velcro in the middle. Now, your air, the heat will sometimes come out of here during the winter time. You got a little, not really cup holder, but cup place here, and the armrest is basically still the same. You've got your table here, which is again the same. It just pulls out like normal. Got a couple things here. And now let's take a look at my seat. So on this side, this is what we've got, the same little you know, push and pull, and that's how the attendant makes the bed. And then here's the seat. It's quite comfortable. Again, it's the same seat as the other side. It's nice and cushy, as you can see, nice and plush. So it's really quite comfortable to lay on. I just put a sheet on it, and then I'm good to go down here once the attendant makes up the bed. This is actually the steps for going up to the bed upstairs. You put 1 foot here, 1 foot here, and then at night I just store this bag underneath here so that it's out of the way. That way in the nighttime, Rob doesn't have to worry about possibly stepping on the bag while he's coming down the steps. So at night, he just comes down, 1 step here, 1 step here, and he's on the ground there. And that's usually where we keep our pair of flip-flops. So that's this side, and then let's take a look here real quick. Finish this up. We've got our ceiling light, turn it off, and then you can also turn the night light on. This is push to call the attendant. Music controls, this doesn't really work anymore. They used to, I think, way back in the day, pump music into the rooms. They don't anymore. And then this, of course, is that reading light again, and it does turn, so you can move it if you like, in any direction. Same thing here, curtain pulls shut if you want it, and you're good to go. There's a little cubby in here. I don't think people really use that for much. I've never stored anything in there before. And then there's a little mirror here to help you get ready in the morning. So that's pretty much the space here. Like I said, it's not a huge space. It's a roomette. It's not their biggest, but as you can see, that's a pretty decent. I mean, it's enough for just spending the night. It is one of our favorite.
All right, once you get in the bathroom, all you have to do is slide that little handle and the light will light up. That lets you know you're locked in. And this is a Superliner 1, I believe, and it has the nicer bathrooms than the Superliner 2. So if you're in a Superliner 2, see if there's a Superliner 1 you can walk through. The toilets are angled, so there's a lot more space. On the other ones, they're just kind of straight, and you run out of space real quick on those. The other thing is, these faucets are much taller, a lot more room, and the water stays on when you hit it, which is really good. So this is probably, I'd say, one of the better Amtrak bathrooms. You do have 3 of them, like I said, down here. 1 upstairs. There's not many people down here, so these are almost always empty. And then the shower is right across the hall. Let's go check that out. Same deal in here. You're just gonna slide that lock, light comes on, and you do have a place for dirty towels, so no one has showered today. Have all these towels that you can put there, and kind of a seat to sit on, and then a pretty big shower, actually. You've got a 2-step process here. So what they're telling you to do is to set the temperature here with number 1, and then hit the button there, push it for number 2. You do that, the water's gonna come out right there. So I'm gonna hop out before I accidentally do that, because I don't want to take a shower right now. And that's a shower in Amtrak. A lot of people ask if you have to wait, or you have to pay, or if there's a time limit. Showers are free, there is no time limit. And quite honestly, in all the Amtrak rides I've ever taken, I've never seen anyone take a shower. I have taken them though, but I've never seen anyone else getting in or getting out of it. So if you come down here and you want to take a shower, it'll almost assuredly be empty. It is warm here, a little over 90 degrees, but there's a big treat here at the El Paso platform. That is the famous El Paso burrito lady. She is right outside the train with a cooler full of burritos. You can hop off, buy one of those from her, and it will be delicious.
And again, for those passengers that wish to step off for a quick smoke, you can do so. However, we do ask you please do not smoke in front of the doors. Also, for those passengers that wish to step off to stretch your legs, you can do that as well. We are running on time, so that means we can't leave the station until scheduled departure time, and that is 12:10. Once again, for those passengers that wish to wander away from the train, please be back by 12 o'clock. We will depart on time, and if you're not back by then, we will be leaving you behind.
We have stopped here in Houston for a rather long break. Got about an hour and 20 minutes. But as you can see, it has been and is still raining pretty heavily, so we're just kind of camped under this awning here in Houston.
All right, guys, we made it to New Orleans and we are in the Troubadour Hotel. It is a part of the Hilton Tapestry collection. And when you walk in, you see the bathroom right here. Really spacious bathroom. We have a corner room, so we've got city views, which I'll show you in just a second. Really a nice space here, great space here for a suitcase closet to hang stuff, and a nice full-length mirror. Not really sure what the deal is on the desire sign, but yeah, the light is lit. And then we've got some really nice decor here, television, and there was a seal as you walked in the door, and you can see here on the remote as well where they're doing extra cleaning here in the hotel rooms. Each one that we've been in, we have noticed that. We've also got a nice little coffee bar here. There is a mini bar, paid mini bar if we want that, and we can get use these glasses and all that kind of good stuff for the bar. Look at this nice little seating area and a great couch here at the end of the bed. And then we have a nice king bed, real pretty the way it's all done up. Nice nightstands. And then we have a pretty view out here of the city and everything that's going on.
All right, we have had a great time here in New Orleans, but it's time to check out of our hotel, and we're gonna be hopping on the Crescent today. Now the Crescent is gonna take us through Atlanta and all the way up to New York. Interestingly, we're from Atlanta. We're not stopping there though, and we've actually never gotten off the train in Atlanta. We always go to New York. So we're doing that again, and we're gonna have a great time up there. Excited to see what New York and the Northeast has for us this time. so excited to be in a Viewliner tonight because look how much space I have tonight, and a window on the top bunk. You don't get that on a Superliner, so yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna set my area up here and then get some snacks from Allie.
So we're gonna have our breakfast now, and it is a flexible dining. So we do have the flexible dining menu that we ordered off of for breakfast, and we got the continental breakfast, which gives you a choice of lots of different things, including a breakfast sandwich, which is what we opted for. And then I also got cereal with mine, but you can also get yogurt and a like a protein bar type thing. And then they also have buttermilk pancakes with sausage and the 3-egg omelet, and that comes with I think bacon and potatoes, or sausage and potatoes on the side. So that's good. We're going to order some lunch from there later on, but right now I am going to open up this sandwich and see what this is all about. I haven't had it in a long time. Ooh, that looks good. Holy moly. Look at that. Cheesy. I'm about to make a mess. It's hot. Let's see if I can bite into it. Hold on. Here we go. Let's give it a shot, guys. That bread is really good. You know, for something that's warmed up and not made fresh, it's actually really tasty. So I'm gonna keep enjoying my breakfast. Rob's gonna eat his, and then we'll see you guys later for some views out the window. All right.
So you need help? He had a sleeper stepper.
diesel to electric. So with that being said, the power will be off in the car. So if you do need to use the restrooms, I recommend using them now, but the restrooms will not be working while we are in DC. Once again, if you do need to use the restrooms, we do recommend that you use them now, so there will be no power in our car once we are in DC. And for your convenience, there are trash cans located at each end of the car. Please take your trash with you as you're deboarding the train.
All right, we got off here in DC, stretching our legs, and we've got the Northeast Regional on one side and we're on the other. Make sure I get on the right train when I get back on. All right, so we're back on board. I think on the right train, there's another train next to us here too. So there's actually 4 trains sitting in the station loading and unloading people, but I think it's time we give you guys a little room tour. So let's start right here. We've got a roomette, and this is the rear facing seat right here, which is the one that Rob is in, and the 2 bottom seats actually make up the bed. So take a look here. You've got a night light, a little bit brighter light, and these are the buttons here that are going to turn that on and off. Now in this corner back here, you've got a fan slash air conditioner. We're in a tunnel here, so it's a little bit dark. There we go, we're out of the tunnel. So here is a fan, and you can set that to low, medium, and high, and it actually blows really good air there. There's also air coming out of this vent here, and for some reason last night, I felt some heat coming out of this one right here. So I'm not really sure why there was heat and air at the same time, but nonetheless. So that's this side here, and then there is a attendant button here, and here you can set the temperature. It actually has numbers, and we've got it set pretty cool to about, Rob's got it set to 50 degrees, but it's not really 50 degrees Fahrenheit in here. Our jackets are hanging here, and there is a strap here to pull them in, but we don't have long jackets. And I'm storing my backpack right here there's a little trash can there. And this is where the toilet paper is stored, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So here is the tray that we can eat our meals at here in the room. You can also play checkers if you bring a checker pieces with you. I've never seen them on board, so I think you have to bring your own, or you can make some probably too. And they do provide water for you in the roomettes, so we've got that. And a nice view as we leave Washington, D.C. here. Let's take a look at the other side. So this is my seat here. I'm facing forward, and here we've got the announcements. You can turn it up or down. And then right here you've got your lights again, the wall one and the small reading light. Also note that with this switch you can turn that air off right there. The flow will turn completely off. And the reason why there's toilet paper on the other side is because we have a toilet right here in the room. And we've also got a sink right here. Okay, and notice that there's no drain here. What happens is the water fills here, and then when you tip this up, see those little holes? It washes back and down. Just make sure you always secure that, because the person up above is going to end up standing on that and probably having quite the accident coming down. We've also got outlets here. You've got 2 of them, and this is where you flush the toilet, and this light lets you know when the toilet is not usable. It lights up orange, and there's a mirror light which lights up right here. And then when the sink is down, see how this lights up here? That way it alerts to the person up top that they can't come down. And then you've got some soap here, and they give you these nice little cups, which is perfect for in the morning for brushing your teeth. And we've got some towels here too. And there is a room light master switch here. You can turn it off and on right there. And that's basically what we've got down here. Give you another quick glance before I take you up to see Rob's humble abode, and that is the penthouse. And listen, in a Viewliner, the penthouse is really the penthouse, right, Rob?
Yeah. First thing I want to show you is where I put my stuff, and that is this huge compartment here. I've got my backpack in there, and then there was that's not my M&M wrapper, someone left that from the last time, and the Disney book, apparently. I know, it's a magazine. That was up there. Anyway, I like to put my stuff up there because you just have access to everything. You can put your headphones, your iPad, whatever, just lay it out up there. Get whatever you want, lay your snacks out. You also have this little pouch right here. Good for your glasses, snacks like that. So that is amazing. One thing that's not amazing about up here though is this feature here, which is the speaker. So if there's an announcement, it's basically right in your ear. So this morning I think they made a mistake announcement at about 6 or 6:30, and it woke me up. She never heard it because you can't really hear them very well downstairs. Another great thing we have is windows. You have windows on the Viewliner. You don't have those on the Superliner. So if this is your first ever trip you're considering going on, this is a good one, because this space is so much taller than you have on a Superliner. If you have 2 people and you're not really sure which one of you is going to be up and which one's going to be down, and you're both kind of nervous about being in tight spaces, definitely try the Viewliner first, because the Superliner is like, it's literally like half the size of this. So when you're laying down, you can't sit up at all. You just have a few inches of clearance even when you're laying down. So it is pretty tight. I'm used to it now and I don't mind it, but I really do love it when we get on this one, because the window is a great feature. Not much else up here other than I do have access to this air control, which is really cool. And you can turn this to change the airflow. You've got your light switches here, which frankly are confusing sometimes. When you get on the train at night, first thing I would do is try out all the buttons, because like last night, it's been a while since I've been on one of these Viewliner roomettes, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and this light was still on over here a little bit, and I didn't know how to turn it off, and I looked at all the buttons and I was like, if I hit the wrong button, all the room lights are gonna come on and Allie's gonna wake up and it's gonna be bad. So I just left it on. It wasn't that bright really. But my advice to you is figure out what all these little mirror light buttons do and how bright they are before you get going, before you go to bed. And also figure out where you're gonna step, because you gotta hit that top pink step with your first foot, that one that she's touching. If you don't hit that step, that other one right there is the toilet lid, and it's too far down to hit. If you miss that, unfortunately in the night it can get pretty dark in here. If you miss that, you will probably fall into the person on the bottom bunk and wake them up. So I won't say if that's happened to me before, but I'm just saying take some precaution. Other than that, this is a great area. It is my favorite sleeping combination. You will notice that on this end of the bed it does kind of cut out and it is a little bit wider than on that end. So this end that I'm sitting on now is definitely the side that you want to sit on with your head, or lay down on with your head, to get the most comfortable ride. But this mattress is very, very comfortable. I love it. The little strap thing really holds you in well. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited to be up here. And I'm gonna sit up here now for a little bit and just read and listen to some music while we're moving along, because the window makes it possible just to sit up here during the day too.
right, we made it to Moynihan Train Hall here in New York City, and we are about to go directly across the street to our hotel. What do you think about that ride?
That was one of the best rides we've ever had. It was smooth, it was a great ride all around. Alright, we are outside B&H Photo, which is my favorite store in the city. It's the store right behind me, and it's huge. It's got everything you could want if you're a photographer, so if you like photography and you're in the city, make sure you check this out. Alright, we found the line for Saturday Night Live. It's Friday. The show's tomorrow, so we could camp out here all night, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go find a diner. Got a few that we normally eat at in New York City, so we're going to go check one of those out right now.
So guys, last night we went to go see Jerry Seinfeld live at the Beacon Theater, and we thought we'd stay with that theme, so we came to the place where Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David came up with Seinfeld, the TV show, and it's this Westway diner behind me. We're gonna go inside, grab some food, and just enjoy hanging out where one of our favorite shows was created.
Why are you holding their hand? I think we're ready. I have no idea what these people are. No, she didn't get it. They're in Jupiter. They moved to another. Yeah, they got further up. They moved back. Yeah, you're right. Jupiter was right.
Hey guys, we have been enjoying our time here at the Moynihan Train Hall Metropolitan Lounge. The staff here is absolutely amazing. We met a couple of great guys who are also watchers here on the channel. Hey guys, so we're waiting for our train. We're enjoying our time here, and we are headed to Boston before too long.
say this is the biggest bathroom that I've ever seen on an Amtrak train. I think it is a wheelchair accessible one, but still really, really large. So I'll show you what that's like. And there is a changing table behind me, as you can see, and a sink and soap. This is there's an electrical outlet there too, so this is a pretty good bathroom. As far as Amtrak bathrooms go, actually one of the best I've ever seen. The water does run even when you're not holding down the faucet, which is always good because it's pretty hard to brush your teeth or something if it turns off every time that you let go of it. So gotta give this bathroom a big thumbs up. It's one of the best ones out there. So this is the Acela, and we're gonna go check out the rest of the train now. Okay, one other note after having used this bathroom is that it's a good thing there's handrails, and this is good because we are moving pretty fast. This train goes up to 150 miles an hour, and you may want to use the handrails in here. It's kind of hard even just to stand up in the middle of this because it's so big, and I can't really touch any of the walls right now. So near the toilet there are handrails. You can hold on to those, and yeah, we are moving really fast. Much faster than earlier, and it's a pretty cool ride. It's been a beautiful ride the whole way, but the speed is really a fun thing if you've never experienced it, so make sure you do that. This is on the New York to Boston leg. From DC it doesn't do that, so
It's over. All right, guys, we're in Boston Common now. This is such a cool place. So many beautiful buildings all around, and we are on the Freedom Trail. This is actually where it either starts or begins, depending on where you hop on for the Freedom Trail. It is the oldest public park in the United States. It's a beautiful property here. So this tavern behind me, bell in hand, is actually the oldest tavern in the United States. It was quite popular when we were here on the weekend. They do have some outside dining too. It's a beautiful place to come and just hang out with your friends when you're here in Boston. All right, so we are at the North Station waiting on the Downeaster, and we had a little bit of an incident because we went to the wrong station. We went to the South Station, which is the station we came in on, but we were able to quickly get a taxi and zip right over here. It's less than 2 miles away from the South Station, and a very friendly and helpful taxi driver brought us over. So we're here at the North Station waiting on the Downeaster headed to Maine. Wanna sit in?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's not open. I apologize.
That's okay. Do you need the tickets?
Yes, please. No worries. You guys are all set before?
Okay.
Enjoy your trip.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
One more.